Hey guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Chris. Today I want to talk about the 5 theories concerning the Child's Play reboot that might be true. These are 5 theories that have been created by the fan community that are going around to explain some of the things going on with this Child's Play remake. Now, obviously, since we haven't seen the movie, these could all be wrong, but there's a couple of tidbits of evidence that make some of these plausible, so I thought, why not bring them up and discuss them with you? And before going into that, guys, we did it. 2019's here. And I got merch. Go ahead and support the channel by checking out my merch in the description. I'll also leave a comment down below. But it's not only merch for the channel. I got some merch for these horror videos too. I am very proud of this design. I'm so happy with the way it turned out. And for no reason whatsoever, I'm just gonna read this document that my lawyer said I should read. This look is being based off the 80s My Buddy doll. Nothing more than that. I named him Chucky after my favorite Rugrats character, hence some of the orange hair and red shoes in there. And you know, I just like slicing up a good AI doll. I mean, just a regular doll. I like slicing up dolls. But with my shameless plug aside, let's get into the 5 theories about the Child's Play remake. Theory number 1 is that Andy is evil. Now, this theory was created by fans to explain the new reason for why this Chucky kills. Because as we know, they got rid of the voodoo, they got rid of Charles Lee Ray. This is a robot doll that goes AI and starts killing people. And now the stereotype always is, if something goes AI, it's just gonna end up killing everybody, right? I mean, not always the case, but that's the stereotype we have. So this doll still needs a motive for doing what it does. And with this theory, it counts that Andy is a bit of a prankster, that he's sort of an a-hole, that he gets this doll as a present from his mother because he doesn't have real friends, because the friend group he is hanging out with is not the best influence in his life. And with this theory that Andy is evil, he starts doing menacing things around the doll. It picks up on it, starts learning, and then acting back on those things he learned from Andy. Some of the things to back this up is one leaked photo from behind the scenes way back during production of this movie. Now, this is Gabriel Bateman. He's the actor who's going to be playing Andy, and he's obviously dressing up like Chucky in this image, even going as far back as giving him the Bride of Chucky look. A lot of fans speculate that this will be sort of an Easter egg in the movie, that he just thinks it's funny to make up a dead-looking version of the doll and start playing pranks with it. Now, whether this theory is real or not, I don't know. It could be. It would give a good explanation of why Chucky is going around killing, but that behind the same photo, I think, is just Gabriel Bateman, the actor, having a birthday party on set of Child's Play, and the makeup was just done sort of a birthday gift, being maybe he's a fan of the older Child's Play movies. But I mean, that's still something I debate on, because would they really be okay with letting the kids sit in an hour and waste a few bucks on prosthetic makeups? Because if you zoom in, that's not stuff you just simply draw on. That stuff was actually at least an hour in a prosthetics chair. Theory number 2, Charles Lee Ray is the factory worker. Now, if you don't know too much about this remake, I do have a playlist for you on my channel just to get you up to date with everything going on with it. I'll link it in the description, or a few videos to get you caught up. But if you've been following along with us, you know that there's a factory worker that's gonna unlock the potential for AI in this doll. Soon after he does that, he's gonna go and commit suicide. Now, this fan theory was created because a lot of people still want Charles Lee Ray involved somehow. So this theory entails that the factory worker will in fact be named Charles Lee Ray, and he is still going to bring life to this doll, much like Brad Dourif's Charles Lee Ray brought life to the doll in the original Child's Play. I mean, it could be a nice little nod or hint to the fans, and more advanced versions of these theories suggest that the factory worker has found a way to put his subconscious robotically into the subconscious of this doll. This is going pretty far-fetched out there, but it would be one hell of a twist, and I think it would satisfy some fans just hoping for some little tidbits of Charles Lee Ray being involved in this movie. Theory number 3 is that this will take place in the same universe as the original Child's Play from 1988. Now, if you don't know why they changed Chucky to be a robot, I also made a video explaining that. It's a bunch of rights issues and legal trouble with that. They're still making the OG Chucky in television and his own movies on DVD, but there's a loophole that let the original company who made the first Child's Play movie continue to make this reboot. Part of that loophole is that they can't do anything past the sequels of the first Child's Play, because then that would be in territory of infringing on Universal's version of Chucky. But this loophole still says they can do anything they want from the original Child's Play. So this got fans speculating that, okay, they've changed a lot of the brand. They made the doll a killer robot. A few tidbits of behind the scenes information that we've gotten that sort of backs this theory up is, one, when this movie was beginning production, the MGM offices in Orion started decorating their offices with Child's Play props, but not props from the new movie. They had props from the old original Child's Play film, even as far as putting the OG good guy doll box in the offices. And then when a fan asked the VIP of marketing for Orion why they went ahead and did an animation change for the character of Chucky, he said, "There is definitely a reason, a very calculated one. All will be revealed in the near future. Stay tuned. I will say this, you won't be disappointed." The theory only caught wildfire from there, and people assumed that it was sort of a rebranding, that this new Buddy doll is what a company does when they messed up in the past but now want to come forward and they have to change their whole marketing around. So the good guy doll did murder a few people in the 80s. There was a myth that it was a serial killer in the voodoo doll, whatever. And now it's modern time. They want to bring back the good guy doll, but it has a bad name to go along with it, so they rebrand it as Buddy. And it so happens it'll start murdering again. Theory number 4 is that Chucky will control an army. This is almost basically confirmed in this movie. This is probably something that is gonna happen. I did a whole video about it when a leaked image came out. And in that leaked photo, we had a bunch of different versions of Chucky dolls. We had Chucky dolls with blonde hair. We had Chucky dolls of color. We had a doll that was a bear that was also part of this Buddy brand. And then we had a behind the scenes image of a worker working on an animatronic of this teddy bear Buddy doll. And even if these behind the scene images were not revealed, this would still be something people were hinting at, because if you go on the Best Buddy website, one of the powers that they say this Buddy doll has is that it can connect to all your KASLAN devices. KASLAN is the company making this Buddy doll. They're sort of like the Apple or Amazon, just making all these electronic products and selling them to consumers. So this doll will be able to connect to drones, cameras, security systems, your phone, and it's assumed that it's going to be able to take control of that. So that also applies to other Buddy dolls. So in this theory, it is Chucky being a mini Hitler and having little Buddy dolls at his command, just attacking whoever he wants. And the last theory concerning the Child's Play remake, which is actually my favorite, which is why I saved it for last, is that KASLAN Corporation is the real killer. With this theory, it spells out that the whole movie will be a metaphor or sort of a cautionary tale for us as consumers to not let companies like Apple, Amazon, Google give us all these products, because they're always listening. You've seen those videos where your Alexa is recording everything you say, your Google Home. Anything and everything we have is being tapped into, listened into, all to collect information on us, pick up our patterns, give that information to God knows who, sell us more products, make us more scared. Real conspiracy theories type stuff. But you have to remember that this company will work the same way in the movie, because Chucky will be able to control all these things, be able to get into your internet, learn everything about you, get into your cell phone, read all your messages in an instant. This doll is going to be the metaphor for these companies eventually being our downfall. And with a company as powerful as KASLAN Corporation in this movie, we know when it all ends, and even if the police discover this robot doll was going and killing people, that company is going to cover it up to save their butts and continue profiting off selling devices. And especially since this company, KASLAN, has been part of the marketing so far, it's going to be a huge part of this movie. But anyways, guys, those are the top 5 theories concerning the Child's Play remake that I thought could actually be plausible, that had some weight to them and are not just people throwing random things out there. Let me know what you guys think about these theories. Is there any ones you really think are actually going to happen? Do you have a better theory? Anything and everything, you let me know down below. I'll be in the comment section with you. Please go ahead and check out that merch. Support the channel. Be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at 3C Film Review. As always, I'm Chris. Take care.